Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to use the countdown timer feature on your Casio G-Shock GBX100 watch. This is one of the more complicated features on the watch, but I think once you get used to it, especially if you're somebody who's into interval training, interval workouts, you're going to find this to be one of the cooler features on the watch. First thing, let me say, we're going to be looking at some settings on the watch. Most of the stuff you can do on the watch, and then there's some things that I think are a lot easier to do on the G-Shock Move app. I'm going to show you that over here on the side. From our main timekeeping view, we're going to press the mode button one time. It's the bottom left button. That will take us into our countdown timer mode. Now, when you get in here, yours could look totally different than mine. Let me explain to you what we're seeing up top. First thing you're seeing up there is just an icon showing that I'm connected to my Bluetooth connection is on. You'll see set 1 of 1. That means that my timer is not set to repeat. You can have your countdown timer repeat up to 20 times. Depending on the number of repeat values you've got set, you will see this number increase. So if I had it set to 20, it would be 1 of 20. As your countdown timer is going and you go through each interval, that repeat number will continue to increase. The right number will always be the number of repeats you've got. In the middle here, you'll see 5 bars set up, and then it says green 1 minute. That's the first stage of my countdown timer. You can set up to 5 stages, and that's where I was saying you could use that for interval trainings. You can maybe have a stage where you're gonna go out and walk for 3 minutes, and then jog for 5 minutes, and then walk for 3 minutes, and then jog for 10 minutes. You could set that up on your timer. This bottom section here says total is my total timer value, which is 7 minutes. So you can tell that my first stage is a 1 minute timer, and then there's other stages in here that are going to end up equaling to a 7 minute timer. And then down at the bottom, you just have your current time. So I'm going to go ahead and just start with some basics, then we'll go into these settings that'll make a little more sense. The start button is the top right button on the watch. That's going to start your timer. You'll see that my first interval is going down, as well as my total countdown timer value is going down. If I press the start button again, it will pause it. Press it another time, it will resume. While it is paused, you can press the reset button, and then it basically acts like a stop. So press the bottom right button, and you've reset your countdown timer back to your default value. As with other Casio watches, you don't have to stay in your countdown timer mode. So we've got it running. Let's go ahead and press the bottom right button, and let's jump to our sunrise and sunset moon phase screen. We can see that just fine. Our countdown timer is running in the background. Let's change our display, and you can see here's my world time view. Here's my current time view. This countdown timer is running back here. Press the mode button one time, it'll always take you back into your countdown timer. I wanted to show you guys, I'm kind of stalling a little bit here. When we get done with this 26 seconds, we should see our timer move to the second stage of our countdown timer. I should mention these 5 stages up here, you do not have to use them. You'll notice that the 2 on the right are grayed out. Those I do not have on. The 2 that are open are basically active laps or stages in my countdown timer. Shouldn't say laps, more so stages or intervals. You'll notice that my first stage finished, and now I'm in my second stage. My second stage is 5 minutes. Again, I have this much time on my full timer, which tells us that that last stage, the third stage, is going to be a 1 minute stage. I don't know if you heard or not, but we heard a beeping noise whenever we finished the first stage, and it also vibrated. You have the option to turn on vibration or turn it off, as well as the beeping noise. So if you want it just to be a silent notification, that's fine. If you want it just to vibrate, that's fine. And if you want it just to beep, that's fine. So that's kind of the basics of the countdown timer. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, and I'm gonna go ahead and reset it. And then let's jump into our settings. While we're in our countdown timer mode, if we press and hold the top left button for a couple of seconds, it will take you into your countdown timer settings. This is where I said it's a whole lot easier to do on the app. I'll show it to you on the app. First thing is going to be how many times do you want it to repeat? If you have it set to 1, it will not repeat. Max is going to be 20. So 1 means when I start my timer, it's going to run that 1 time, and that's it. Set it to whatever you want using the up or down buttons on the left-hand side, and then you'll press this top right button, which is your start button, to confirm. The next thing it takes you to is your stage. You'll notice this stage green. If you want to rename that, you can do it on the app. You can't rename it on the watch itself. So if you don't like green, if you want to put walk here, and then your second stage you want to call jog, you can do that. You don't have to use green, yellow, red like you're going to see here. If I want to change this value, I'm going to press the top right button, and it'll take me into the minute setting for it. I can use the up or down button to either turn this off or adjust it any way I want to. So let's go ahead and just leave it at 1 minute. If I needed to adjust the seconds, I could do that as well. Again, I'm just pressing the top right button to confirm. It says, do you want to save? Yes or no? I'm going to press yes. And now my setting has been modified. If I wanted to press and hold the top left button again, what if you don't want to adjust that first stage? What if you want to adjust the second stage? When we get to this screen here, you're going to press the display button once. It'll take you to the next stage. So now I can adjust the second stage. If I wanted to turn it off, I would just set this to 0. That would turn it off. If I want to go to my third stage, again, I'm pressing the display button. You'll notice this one is called Timer 3. I didn't keep with the same naming sequence. You should see that when we do the app view. Timer 4 and Timer 5. The fact that these are all set to 0 means that they will not be working. So let's go ahead just for kick's sake and let's turn off number 3. So I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to set it to 0. Now when we go back to our countdown timer, you'll notice that the top 3 are grayed in. We only have 2 stages of this countdown timer. The first stage is 1 minute. The total countdown timer value is 6 minutes. So the second stage is going to be 5 minutes. Pretty simple stuff. It's pretty cool the way they give you these different segments, the 5 segments. Again, if you don't want to use them, you can turn them all off except for the first one and just use it as a regular traditional countdown timer. Anyway, I hope it gives you an idea of how the countdown timer works on the GBX100 watch. Thanks for watching.